Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Ballard here. Hope everyone had a great Sunday. Hope everyone has a great week ahead, man. Wanted to make this video here. First off, I don't know, I felt like making a video just after a long day. But what did happen and what did not happen this past Saturday from an Alabama fan perspective? Alabama bounces back over Ole Miss. Don't have the score right in front of me. I know it came down to the wire and the defense stood tall against a really good offense big time in the fourth quarter. What did happen is Alabama bounces back. What didn't happen is a trip to Atlanta. The season is officially over for Alabama, and I know that a lot of people wanted to write it off after the LSU loss, it being their second loss, and people say, oh, two-loss teams won't get into the playoff. But if you really look at it from a standpoint, they did have a chance if LSU had lost to Arkansas, which did not happen. They did have a chance, as long as they would beat Ole Miss, to clinch the SEC West, make it to Atlanta. Even with two losses, they could have been in the SEC title, and let's say had they won, they would have been 11-2, and you just don't leave the SEC champion or a conference champion like that out. Even though they got two losses, why would you leave out the SEC champion? So what did happen for Alabama? A great bounce back win, pure domination over Ole Miss, and just the process coming together. This team playing with consistency, grit, integrity, focus, mental toughness, discipline, all this stuff that Nick Saban likes to preach to the team. It all came together. They got the win over Ole Miss. Now we got Austin Peay this upcoming Saturday, a cupcake, and then the Iron Bowl against rival Auburn, who is having, obviously, a tough go of it this year with a new interim coach in Cadillac Williams. Maybe we'll talk about that some other time, but, Alabama did their part, but they also had to be pulling for Arkansas to pull an upset over the Tigers of LSU. Unfortunately, LSU came away with a victory, so Alabama will not be making the SEC championship. But the Bama team that we're used to seeing showed up on Saturday, not for 4 quarters, but towards the end of that game. Is it a building block towards our postseason, wherever we play our bowl game, that we can go and dominate a great team eventually in January or late December? I think it is a building block. I think that it's something that you look at as a fan and you say, this team's got something special in them. It might not be a championship. Look, I think a lot of people thought going into the season, back in the off season, because like last year for Alabama to go, what did they go, 13-2? Because they had the A&M loss, number one. To win the SEC over Georgia was a surprise. Because last year, obviously it was Georgia's year, but a lot of people thought it was Georgia's year to win the SEC and a title and possibly be undefeated. You look at it like that, a lot of people wrote off Alabama after 2020 because of everything they lost. They didn't do anything wrong. They just lost a lot of talent. So you go into 2021 with the expectation that maybe they make the playoffs and someone gets them right there. A lot of people looked at a team like Ohio State or whoever. Of course, Michigan took over them. But last year, it was a blessing to see Alabama make the title. Even though they lost it, it was still a blessing to see that from such a young team with a new quarterback, with new running backs, with new receivers. It was incredible to see. All that talent comes back in 2022, and it's supposed to be our year, and it's a complete 180 of last year, where now the expectation is a championship, and unfortunately we're not going to get that this year. I really hate to say that, but I wish, and I know we don't have it yet, But keep an eye on Georgia. Keep an eye. Does LSU pull an upset in the SEC title? I don't know. You got Ohio State, possibly Michigan. You got TCU. There's a lot of different teams that could be in the playoff. Good luck to all of them going forward in this race. Let me know down below in the comments your 4 teams. I'm going to say Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, and TCU is what I'm going to go with. Even though Tennessee won't win the division, I think that's Georgia. I still think they're probably the best one-loss team out there, and they probably get in. And I'm gonna have to take Georgia, Ohio State for the Natty. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what your 4 playoff teams are, and who is your team, and who would you like to see them play in a bowl game. I'd honestly, I said this before, because of my grandparents, I'd probably like to see us play Penn State, but I don't know who we're going to play. We'll probably end up Alabama. If 2 SEC teams get in the playoff, like if Tennessee plays their cards right and you have Georgia win the SEC and things go their way, if you get 2 SEC teams in, you'll most likely have Alabama as the SEC team in the Sugar Bowl. So maybe that's our landing spot, and I'd be okay with that. I'm proud of this team. I know it wasn't the year that we expected them to have. We still got Austin Peay and we got Auburn. Let's not, give up yet. Let's keep playing for something. But a quick recap of yesterday's game with Alabama. It was the Alabama we should have seen this whole entire year. Just pure domination. Even though it was close and they struggled, it should have been the team. Like, they should have closed out against Tennessee. They should have closed out against LSU. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. When they closed out against Ole Miss yesterday, that should have been the Alabama team that we've seen all year long. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and that's why they're in the situation that they're in. But I don't know. What are we going to see from the Tide going forward this year? More close games to close out properly? I hope we don't have any more close games, man. I want some domination back in Tuscaloosa, man. I don't know. Anyway, I love y'all. I hope everyone has a great week ahead. We got Thanksgiving around the corner next week. I hope y'all enjoy the holiday with your loved ones. Iron Bowl hate week next week. I love the Iron Bowl, but you know how it is with Alabama and Auburn. You know what's coming. You know what's coming next week. We're going to have a lot of fun with that rivalry and other rivalry games on the channel. I love y'all. Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan for your life. Believe in that. Trust in him. And I hope everyone has a blessed week. Love y'all, and we'll see you guys later on. Ballard Sports Media checking out. Roll Tide. Peace.